And Eric, I mean, what are your thoughts on obviously what Jean-Pierre said there? Do you see those as the main challenges also? And you know, what are the standards we need or the technology we need to help this create this seamless experience?
Yeah, well, let me maybe introduce where we're coming from on this, because 2 years ago we had a review with not only our members but also all the passengers, the air passengers, and we asked them what are the the needs but also the pain points that they see, and we ended up with 5 goals how to transform the industry, what we can bring to customers. And one of the goals is really on intermodal, and it's to make sure we've got the standards that work on the air travel to be extended to provide a seamless experience, seamless journey, end to end. And the key other component, I would say, of the travel is the rail part. But once we said that, we also mean any ground transport and really the end-to-end experience. And we have another goal that is on distribution, and that's how we can improve distribution. And to me, they are closely related, but because at the same time, on the air transport, we are trying to improve the way products are distributed. For air travel, and airlines are not only selling a seat anymore. They sell what's called ancillaries, so everything that is in addition to the seat. And this I see really parallel trends in the work we are doing to improve airline distribution or enhance it, bring it to the 21st century, and at the same time what we are doing on this end-to-end customer journey. And we are talking here about projects door-to-door, baggage experience and things like that. So, yeah, that's where we're coming from. And the examples that we just heard from Jean-Pierre now, I think are totally relevant to what we're doing. I think we are coming from a standardization perspective. So, is there a need across the industry for a common process or standard? And that's where we're coming from. And then that's why we created now in the this new goal, and we have a project. So Mike Muller, who's with me today, he's in charge, he's leading this initiative, and Mike just won the Personality of the Year last week for Intermodal. So yes. Mike, do you want to add something?
Yeah, no, I think the key issue is that even though for many years, in fact probably since the beginning of time, since aviation has started commercially, there have been people going by train and people going by air. I think what we have seen over the last 50 years is the improvement in the distribution of information on what the air services are and how those connect to each other. And so people now with the internet are quite used to making their own journeys from one airline to another and doing the pricing. And as Eric was saying, they're getting to buy extra things when they buy their air journey, whether it be a hotel, a car hire, insurance or whatever. Now, one of the key things that's missing is how does that connect to other travel providers? And certainly in Europe, where we have a very good infrastructure for rail, and particularly high-speed rail, how could we connect that up better? So even if we just talk about information, people don't really know that there is so much rail in Europe and how it connects to the air services. Just to give you one classic anecdote, if you talk to Heathrow Express, these are the people who have the high-speed rail link from Heathrow Airport to downtown London. If you ask them who's their biggest competitor to transport people from the airport to downtown London, they'll say the cab, the taxi cab. And when you say, well, why is that? And they said, well, we have a lot of people, and I don't want to pick on the Americans here, but a lot of foreign people who arrive in London, and they know where the taxis are and they know how that works. They're not used to traveling by train. They don't have any information about it. And so they head to the taxi rank, which costs them 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 times as much as the train. It takes probably 2 or 3 times longer to get downtown than the train. And that's complete madness. So I think the key here is how do we make the different modes of transport more joined up? So the word seamless is the word you'll probably hear mostly during this conversation that we're going to have over the next few minutes.
Okay, thanks for that, Mike. So you see there's not really a great tool of communication with the customer. The customer's not really educated on what they can use if they're traveling to another country. That's what you sort of touched on there.
Yeah.